Hey there, welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of paradoxes. So, let's start with the basics. What exactly is a paradox? In the simplest terms, a paradox is a statement that seems contradictory or opposed to common sense, and yet is perhaps true. Paradoxes often rely on playing with words, logic, and our understanding of the world. They force us to confront the limitations of our own thinking and to consider multiple perspectives at once. Think of a paradox like a puzzle. It's a statement that doesn't seem to make sense at first, but when you think about it more, you realize it actually does. For example, the paradox "less is more" might seem confusing at first. How can less be more? But when you think about it, you realize that sometimes doing less can actually be more effective or better than doing a lot. This is the beginning of the end is a paradox that highlights the cyclical nature of life and the bittersweet realization that every beginning also marks the start of an ending. Imagine passing out from school. It's both the end of an era and the exciting beginning of a new chapter. I know one thing, that I know nothing, is a paradox often attributed to the ancient Greek philosopher Socrates. It's a profound statement about the nature of knowledge and the realization that the more we learn, the more we realize how much we don't know. Deep down, you're really shallow is a paradox that exposes the hypocrisy of someone who pretends to be profound or complex, but is actually quite superficial. Imagine a social media influencer who posts endlessly about self-love and authenticity, but is obsessed with likes and followers. It's a classic case of deep down, you're really shallow. Paradoxes are powerful tools in literature, often used to highlight social injustices or challenge conventional wisdom. Take George Orwell's Animal Farm, for example. The animals overthrow their human oppressors in the name of equality, only to find themselves under the rule of the pigs, who declare, "All animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others." This paradox exposes the hypocrisy of those in power who preach equality while perpetuating systems of oppression. In William Shakespeare's Hamlet, the titular character utters the famous line, "I must be cruel to be kind." This paradox highlights the complexities of morality and the difficult choices we sometimes face. Imagine a parent who disciplines their child for their own good. It might seem cruel in the moment, but it's ultimately an act of love and guidance. William Wordsworth, in his poem My Heart Leaps Up, writes, "The child is father of the man." This paradox speaks to the profound influence our childhood experiences have on shaping who we become as adults. Think about the games you played as a child, the books you read, the relationships you formed. They all contributed to the tapestry of your adult self. Now, before we wrap up our exploration of paradoxes, let's address a common point of confusion: the difference between a paradox and an oxymoron. A paradox is a whole statement that seems contradictory, but makes sense upon closer examination, while an oxymoron is a combination of two contradictory words. For example, the room was filled with deafening silence. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed learning about paradoxes, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more fun and educational content. See you next time.